Heather Gill, Places to Go with Heather Gill, and I'm in this beautiful coffee shop here in Lewisville, Texas called Coral Reef Coffee Company, and I'm with the owner, Landon. Landon, thank you so much for having me today.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, this place is super cool if you haven't been. They've got it painted out in this really cool way, under the sea. It's really neat. Tell us a little bit about Coral Reef Coffee. You know, how did you come up with this idea? When did you guys start? Give us all the details.
So I've been working in coffee for about 10 years, maybe more, definitely more, 15 years. I've been there for the beginning of 2 coffee shops, worked from start to end with them. My last job was in insurance. I was in Portland, Oregon. I ended up moving back to Texas, and I just had the opportunity to do it. Maybe not the best timing. I started in March 1st, shut down 2020, shut down a week later.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to take my glasses off because they're fogging up.
I know, right.
And then reopened several months later. It's been slow going, but it's been good. I like the community a lot, and we've been picking up a lot. So.
Right, I mean, we're in here today. You can't see all the folks behind us, but we've got quite a few people in here enjoying some nice coffee this afternoon, which is a perfect day because it's kind of cold outside. So getting started with Coral Reef, so you just kind of had this vision in the middle of the night of octopus, because you got a lot of these little octopi on the walls and such. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I'm a weird type of planner where I have an overall idea and I kind of just let things fall into place and move stuff around and get rid of them. I actually picked the colors after I picked the building. I like that 80s retro Miami type color scheme, and I just wanted it to be bright. There was actually a coffee shop in here prior to us that had been shut down almost a year.
Right.
Everything was brown and it was dark inside. The lighting wasn't great, so I kind of just all bright colors, all white. And after the building was painted and the color scheme was done and the cabinets were installed and everything, I started looking for local artists, and I found one that I liked, and we kind of just went from there. And since it was already sea colored, like seafoam green type stuff, that's what came out of it.
Okay.
I think I just missed the ocean, honestly. So.
Right. I mean, you have to drive a little ways to get to the ocean from here, Galveston and Corpus, of course.
15 hours. So instead
Feels
of 2,
like it, right?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Well, I definitely love the vibe in here. I'd gone in here before y'all changed, before the ownership, whatever, not that you took over, but I'm going to re-say that.
The prior, I got you.
So I did come in here, when it was the other business, and it was nice and everything, but it definitely had a way different feel.
Yeah.
And this is much more upbeat and kind of energetic. And
Right. And it's still pretty calm here. Most of the reviews we get are like, oh, it's a great place to sit and hang out. And that's kind of like, we don't really have a tagline, but if you look at our logos on our sleeves and stuff, it just says, come chill out at Coral Reef. And we do things a little differently. We do make our own CBD syrup.
Oh, that's cool.
We have a grower in New York, and we make about half of our syrups now ourselves. And so, but that's definitely not the focus. The focus is coffee, and it took me about 4 to 5 months to find a roaster I really liked before I even began. So you do the syrups yourself, which and they have this. I like your Davy Jones one. They have the specialty drink called the Davy Jones, and it's got the CBD, and then it's got this lavender. It's lavender, which we make, and then clove honey.
Yeah.
And whatever type of milk you like. So.
No, it's super delicious. It's not overly sweet. It just has that perfect little Anyway, that's what I get when I come here quite a bit. But I love that y'all do a lot of custom stuff, because there's an independent little mom and pop coffee places around, and I mean, Torani syrups are great and everything, but man, those custom things that's what you pay extra for coffee for. You kind of want that little extra touch.
And it's kind of sad, locally, there's been 4 or 5 shops shut down since I opened, and they were here long term. And I don't know what the difference between us and them were. They were already established, and thankfully we did this without owing anyone any money, any banks. We did not get any paycheck protection program loans or anything that, and we still were able to push through. So we'll be here as long as I can make it. We actually have 5-year plans, long stuff far away, but for now we're focused on just making this a good place.
No, I love it. Y'all are obviously doing some good things here in Lewisville. Now tell everybody exactly where you're located here in town.
So we are on 310 East Brown Grove Road, number 300, Lewisville, Texas 75067.
So he's on Round Grove Road, and he's not too far from the mall. So he's kind of between the mall and the Walmart, if you will. So he's over here on this side of the street. Anyway, you should definitely check them out. They have great coffee.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, man.
We'll just do this today.
Woo!